Hello and welcome to 2 Minute Watches. Today we've got the TUDOR Black Bay 39 and I've reviewed the TUDOR Black Bay 36, both the original enamel dial variant and then the later sunburst variant 2, so the kind of 36mm version of this. And so here I've got the 39mm, and personally my first thoughts are I prefer it. I know there is a trend towards smaller watches, and therefore that 36mm quote unquote unisex size is kind of hitting the trend. But even on my relatively small wrist, about 6.2, 6.3 inches, I kind of prefer the size of 39. It's a bit more balanced, it has a bit more presence to it. I guess if you're looking for something slimmer and more dressy, I guess the 36 does work, but as maybe an everyday one, a watch where you kind of wear it in a more sporty fashion, it's actually okay if it is a bit bigger, and it hangs off a little bit off the wrist. But again, I think especially with the Jubilee bracelet design, it starts to be a bit loose. I'll say jangly, but all a little bit loose off the wrist. So I think it works really well. The other thing that really gets me is the quality of the Jubilee bracelets. It's really hard to get a quality Jubilee bracelet under the kind of Rolex level. I don't think really anyone does it well. There are several. I think the Seiko SKX GMT comes with one. Seiko bracelets aren't really great below the Grand Seiko range. So really, if you're looking for that Jubilee bracelet as well, this is the kind of price point where you're probably going to get something that feels luxurious, but also relatively attainable in luxury end market. So yeah, it instantly gives me that Datejust vibe you've got because of the sunburst dial and the kind of Jubilee bracelet. It gives it that mixture of brushed and polished, and with the glimmer of the dial, the polished bezel, whilst retaining the brushed case. That's really what brings it to that kind of what they call go anywhere, do anything, but really a versatile watch. And I think the real difference is you've got the T-fit clasp, so it allows you to adjust it on the fly. Quite solid milled clasp too. So overall, I think for those who are thinking between the two sizes, do think about how you're going to wear it. I think this gives it a much more sporty aesthetic, maybe on the 36, a lot more dressy, under the cuff kind of vibe. So it seems to me, given that my wrist is smaller than many, that 39 probably is the sweet spot. There is also obviously the 41mm, but yeah, definitely worth having a go if you're looking for this kind of model.